Welcome to the 2010 Downtown Sailing Center Skipper Orientation. You're watching this because you were not able to attend the live Skipper Orientation, so we're providing all the information for you that you need to know. Please watch this carefully and understand what we're saying because you are held responsible for everything we do. As the skipper, you are legally responsible for the boat and the crew while you're out there. So from the time you enter the docks until the time you get back, you are totally responsible for the boat and the crew and anything that happens. There's a couple of forms you need to sign. They're posted on the website. The first one is the statement of responsibility. In that form, you're stating that you are responsible for the boat. There are liability waiver levels for the general membership, for the racing skippers, for the cruising skippers, and if you race a cruising boat. Please refer to that form, make sure you understand it completely, and sign it. There's also a general liability waiver that you need to sign. Again, please read and understand and sign it. There's also a list of safety guidelines. By checking off the box on the statement of responsibility, you say that you understand those guidelines. Please read them and understand them before you check that off. There is also going to be attached a guideline for DSC member actions while they are on BMI properties. And again, be familiar with those and sign off saying that you've understood them. We have an emergency number for your pleasure. Let's not use it unless we absolutely have to. The number is posted in multiple locations, including on the card in the safety box. The number for your reference is 410-812-9835. When should you call this? If your boat is in danger, if a storm has come up and you've had to tie the boat off somewhere to protect yourself and the boat, call us and let us know that that's what's happened and where the boat is. We expect that you will get yourself a cab and get home. Let us know where the boat is. When do you not call? If you're expecting to meet somebody here and you're running late, do not call the emergency number. If you have forgotten the gate combination, do not call the emergency number. The emergency number is manned by a staff member at all times, and we really don't need to be woken up to be told that you forgot the combination to the gate. So, for emergency purposes only. If you have a severe injury on the boat, do not call the emergency number. If it's a severe injury, call 911. They're going to be able to send out DNR police, the city police, or Coast Guard and respond much more quickly than DSC staff can do. If there is an emergency like that, we would like to know, but your first call should be either using 911 or the VHF radio channel 16. Communication. Communication is key when you're responsible for the boat. Communicate with your crew. Make sure that they understand what they're in for. Make sure you understand their capabilities. We don't want you to go out expecting your crew knows how to do some maneuver and end up getting yourself in trouble. Man overboard, for instance. If your crew has no idea how to sail, don't expect them to be able to do a man overboard recovery on you if you fall overboard. So make sure you communicate. Make sure that they understand what's expected of them. Make sure you understand what they are capable of. Sailing after night. The Coast Guard requires that boats be outfitted with navigation lights if they're operated at night. You will notice that our boats are not. We're talking about the DSC general fleet. The flashlight is not sufficient for a sonar at night. It is over 7 meters, so it does not meet the requirements, and it also is outside of the policy of the DSC. No night sailing unless it is specially approved by the DSC staff. You also notice that the DSC boats do not have motors, except of course our motorized chase boats. If you are in a boat that has a motor and operating it, you need to have a Maryland certificate of safe boater education if you were born after July 1st of 1972. Again, you are required to have that. Reservation system. We have an online reservation system where you can reserve your boat. Please update it as you need to. If you reserve a boat and it turns out you're not going to be able to use it, go in and cancel that reservation. Also, before you head down to the boat, check and make sure that you are still reserved on the boat. In some cases, we will have a maintenance issue and we'll have to pull the boat off of the reservation system. We do our best to notify you if you are on there, but double check. Not always can we do that. So double check and make sure that it's still reserved in your name before you show up. Parking. When you get here, try to park in the lower gravel lot down by the water. It's more convenient for you. It helps to clear the parking lot for the BMI guests. It's also just an easier place to do. If you see a red flag on the entry gate, do not enter the parking lot. Park elsewhere. Park out on the street. Park up at the shopping center at the top of Lawrence Street. But we are not allowed to park in the BMI lot when there is a red flag at the gate. These don't happen that frequently, but please respect that flag when you see it. If you are going to be going over to Little Havanas or some other place after you sail in the evening, please take your car there. The gate will be locked by 10 p.m. and we don't want you to get locked in. You will be provided with the combination if something like that happens, but our agreement with the BMI is that we will not have cars in here after 10 p.m. Again, no parking overnight unless you have received prior permission, and that's only in special cases. Dealing with the BMI. The BMI has many paying guests that come to rent the pavilion or use the facilities. When you see a group in the pavilion, please avoid it as much as you can. Do not cut through it. Those people are generally paying almost $3,500 to rent the pavilion for the evening. So please respect them and respect the BMI. Open sales. The mainstay of the DSC is our Wednesday and alternate Sunday open sales. This is where people can get together and have a good time sailing. It is the organized event for the DSC crew level members so that they can get time sailing. Skippers, please come down and assist with that. Share your passion for sailing with these people who want to get better at sailing or just want to do more sailing. So participate. Talk up the DSC and its other programs as you do it. It's a great way for race skippers to recruit possible crew. Race skippers come out and work as a skipper in the open sail, get to know the members. Cruising skippers, same thing. Get to know the new members and crew level members so that you can get them involved. PFDs. The PFD policy, the personal flotation device, must be on when you're on the DSC boats and docks, except between June 1st and October 31st for racing and individual recreation sails. PFDs are always required on the DSC boats when we are involved in a DSC open sail evening or Sunday. Again, no drugs or alcohol on DSC docks or boats. Period. There's a sign you have to walk past as a reminder. No alcohol on DSC boats and docks.